Hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today and tuning into my channel. My name is Gina and welcome to Gina Chumace's Mental Health Hub, where I discuss and focus on everything that pertains to our minds, certain disorders that affect our minds. And I am a psychiatric APRN, so I'm really mind and wellness focused on my channel. Sometimes I focus on women, but for the most part, I focus across the lifespan. So thank you so much. If you're a new viewer, I'll say thank you for tuning in, and please subscribe to my channel. If you're a returning listener, please also subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Share my video with your friends and family. Support this, because when you're good in your mind, when you can whip it in your mind, you can whip it everywhere else in your life. So today we're gonna really hold on, and also I'll say hit the notification button, so every time I upload a video, you will be notified. I typically upload videos once a month for now, and maybe hopefully as things go on, the frequency might get a little more. So today I'm gonna give you guys 10 tips in making holiday 2020 not stressful or less stressful, depending on how you're looking at it. So I name it Refocusing and Rethinking Holiday 2020. So before we know it, the holidays are truly upon us. Thanksgiving is about, as making this video, is about 2-ish weeks away. And then Christmas comes along and New Year's right after that. 2020 has been a really challenging year. Everybody knows that, between the elections, that just got over and everything surrounding it. And then the pandemic as well, that we are still full blown in. And then everything else in between. It's just been really overwhelming. So why not make the holidays not stressful at all? So my first tip, going right into it, is to plan, right? To plan what you're gonna make your holiday look like for your household. And really being, in the mode of, being on top of things, so you don't feel overwhelmed. Late November, December, you're not trying to run around. So when you plan it, you have a budget, you're like, okay, this is how much I'm gonna spend. So planning is good. Having a planner, writing things down, what you're gonna do, will be really, really important. What you're gonna decorate for the outside, for the inside, putting up the trees. Honestly, for me, typically I start to put out my tree sometimes even early November. So my tree is already up. Every single day or every week, I try to chip away at it, put here, something there, and slowly before Thanksgiving, typically I'm already done decorating for the holidays. This year I am not going crazy. I'm not trying to decorate every single room, or I typically don't even do that, but I know people who do. Just because of the little ones. So planning is really important, and getting the stuff you need is important, so you don't get overwhelmed. 2020, I was also, number 2, recommend that if you can, make changes to how holidays have looked like in your household. So some of the changes could be just to make it more simple, right? Holidays really usually should be about love, about family, and really about making the memories, connecting with friends and family. And of course, with the restrictions on board, how much connecting is up to debate. So whether you're connecting somehow, with few people in person and then some maybe virtual, also is a way. But connecting this time of the year is really important, because otherwise it's easy to get into a mode where you're feeling more disconnected. And as a people, we run on having that social connection. So my third point will be to make a list, so plan in your head everything. But when you make things up in your head, sometimes it can just stay up in your head, or you forget. And then towards the end, you're like, oh my God, I forgot. And sometimes you go to the store and some of the stuff that you're really looking for would not be there. So writing a list will be really important. So there are apps on the phone. You can make a list of what you need to get or order. Or, for me, a lot of the stuff that I use for decoration in my home will be from places like Walmart, the dollar store. A lot of find some really good stuff, Five and Below. So these are all like, really budgeted down and watered down, because like I said, it should be more about love and making memories. Playing Christmas music, even as simple as that, just brings that atmosphere into your home. So point number 4 is to, I probably have mentioned earlier about to simplify things. What are things down? I threw it out there in my previous point, but really make it simple. Don't try to not sweat it too much. Because we, in previous years, even myself, I've gone into places where I'm like really getting stressed out about how things will be perceived. No, if anything at all, 2020 has shown us that, you just got to take things slow and down. Number 5, really capturing some of this moment, making little videos with, if you have loved ones, little ones, making videos, maybe making those memories count. Those, next year, 2 years, 5 years down the line, when you look back, you see all these memories that were made and captured, and you have a laugh or smile or bring that warm feeling to your heart. Point number 6 will be rethinking gifting 2020. Over the years, I have slowly really gotten away from getting so caught up in the gifting, because once again, it's not about the gift, it's not about what you give, especially to kids. It's more about how you make them feel, the memories, the feeling, the love, the engagement, the connections. And watching Christmas movies even can be a thing. So really thinking gifting and setting boundaries, being able to say no this year, it will be void of gifting. If anything, it will just be for the little ones. Where I grew up in Ghana, Christmas was more just like about the children, and we have to go back to remembering what Christmas is really truly about, the birth of Christ, and really try to bring that to the kids' attention, so they can know what Christmas truly, the true meaning of Christmas is about. Point number 7 is to really try to enjoy the holidays, right? We get caught up in what we need to do, the list, the gift, everything, and that we don't even enjoy the moment. So really taking time to enjoy my personal ways that I find that I get, into the mode of Christmas and really enjoying it, and trying to pass that on to my kids, is that, I play Christmas music frequently, as much as I can. I actually started last week. We were putting up our tree, we were playing Christmas songs, they were enjoying, they were dancing. They were so excited, and I was like, oh my God, I should do this more often. If you have a fireplace, putting it up in the evenings and making the place really cozy, playing Christmas songs on the background. Morning times, I take at least 5 minutes. I wake up earlier before my kids. I make maybe hot chocolate, hot tea, or sometimes coffee hot, and sit somewhere, read my Bible, or listening to something really empowering before my kids get up. I think has helped me really uh, start to like ponder on the holidays and the meaning, and then everything else. Um, Number 8 is to try to engage in a random act of kindness. A random kind of act of kindness can be, you're buying groceries, and then kind of pay some part of the person behind you, telling the cashier, you're putting $20, $10, $40, whatever your heart prompts you to, towards the next person's purchases. Or you're going to Dunkin' Donut or Starbucks or anything like that, and you say, hey, I'm putting this amount towards the next person's purchase, which is nice. The person will be like, oh my God, super grateful for that kind of random act. So many other ones that I can list. But you think about a random act of kindness that, you can really be part of, even just going to places. I know with COVID, is donating things, to the children's hospital, donating things to the homeless shelter. There's all ways to really connect, and that's more, to me, Christ-like, right? Reaching out to the community and making somebody's life happier or better. Number 9 is to meditate. Meditate a lot. I try to meditate a lot. Usually when I go for my yoga class, my yoga instructor is really good about doing yoga first, and it's so soothing, and it just takes your mind off everything, all the stress in the world, and in that, just focusing on your breathing, and not really have all this stuff going on, worrying about this and what's the next thing to do. So meditating, doing yoga, going for a long walk is really great. Going hiking is awesome. I love hiking. The weather is changing, so as much as you can engage in those activities also help really get you kind of connected with nature, and also make you feel kind of soothed and ready for the holidays. Number 10 and final is having an attitude of gratitude and being grateful. And I think for me, there are many times I'm so grateful for where I am now, that sometimes I reflect. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you, God, so much for, if nothing at all, even my health, the health of my family members, and all that stuff. So attitude of gratitude, the people around me, just feeling grateful, and that kind of gives me a more sense of empowerment. So really, on that final note, I say, if you can't do anything at all on the list, remember to just be grateful. 2020 is almost ended. We are still here, and we are still alive, and there have been so many losses, but you're still here. So try to remember to be grateful for that, if nothing at all. So thank you so much for listening in to me. My next recording will be for next month, and most likely it's going to focus on self-care and self-love and emotionally loving ourselves. So don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much. Enjoy the holidays, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a blessed day.